Welcome back to another interview. This time I'm at the AMS AG booth and I'm joined by Chris Feigert. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Calendar year almost closed. How has 2018 been for AMS?
Yeah, I mean, for AMS, we have another fantastic year almost behind us. So it's a lot about growth, as you have seen, and a lot of exciting growth opportunities also beyond the current growth, which is in mobile. So we are embarking now on automotive, for instance, which I think is very exciting.
Yeah, that is a clear thing walking around Electronica, that a lot of companies are pushing automotive. So I'm not surprised to see you do that. At the same time, I am kind of surprised because you have a very strong footing within mobile and communication, that kind of areas, and the shift to automotive is kind of a big one for me as a layman.
Yeah.
Could you explain how this came to be?
Let me give you a bit of background. I mean, first of all, we are since 15 years in automotive, and about 10% of the company revenues are also today in automotive. But the real exciting thing is that if we look at the technology foundation of the company, the technology base we have, that we can apply the technologies we use for mobile, especially the optical ones, we can apply them now also into automotive. So there's an inflection point happening around now that these applications can play a leading role in automotive. So that's the background. Yeah.
And I guess that not only in terms of cars becoming more electric that we're seeing more shift, but we're also seeing the more assistant driving and autonomous driving, that you have more and more opportunities there as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the different areas, one is for sure autonomous driving, right, with the levels 2, 3, 4 and up coming in the coming years. Another thing is then driver monitoring, right, which is also very close to what we do in the mobile space. Different products, of course, but same technology. And the other area, what can be also seen here on the show, is projected lighting, where we project for comfort settings, but also for safety signs on the street. Yeah.
But one thing there, like you say that there are technology synergies between the mobile and the automotive, but I would assume that there's a requirement of a higher reliability within the automotive space. So
sure.
How is that conversion going to play?
No, definitely. And therefore I also stress that we are since 15 years in automotive, we know it. Let me take the example of a VCSEL, which is used for face recognition in mobile phones, but also will play a role in LiDAR. I think everybody understands that for the face recognition on a phone, you have a distance to bridge from maximum a meter. Yeah. So output power, everything is adjusted to that. When you talk about LiDAR, we talk about 50, 150 meter range. So let's say completely different application, but same underlying technology. And of course, we need to harden it and make it robust enough for automotive. Definitely. But we know how to do that.
Just around in the ballpark, taking something like that with the face camera or face recognition camera going to LiDAR, how many R&D hours do we need to fit into making that conversion?
I cannot give you the absolute amount of hours which go into there, but you know there is really a big synergy, because you have to see the underlying technology is the same, but let's call it the configuration of the technology into a product is different, and on top there comes automotive hardening qualification coming on top. So I think it is, as you have also seen, significant investments we put into that area, but I think it's still feasible to do that. By the way, our limitation would be rather not having enough people at the right time on board than not having the money to spend. Right? So the opportunities, what I want to say clearly, we have a lot of opportunities, and it's a nice luxury problem to select the most important
Speaking
ones.
about kind of opportunities, you say it's a luxury problem, but it can also be a real problem if you don't have the capacity to take care of all these opportunities. Do you see a need to increase production or manpower expansion in terms of capacity?
Yeah, definitely. So capacity is twofold. We touched already on the human being capacity. Let's see the engineers, and I think we have been recruiting a lot the last years, and also doing this as we speak. But we are also reapplying some people which have the knowledge from the technology inside the company, so that helps there. If you look then purely on manufacturing capacity, we have a clear strategy also with partners, where we have overflow capacity agreements to make sure we can go through that growth. I mean, we have been doubling revenues in the last years, and of course we use external partners there as well, definitely.
Then I wish you the best of luck going into 2019 and hope that growth continues.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.